right, Ryan Singer, 2019 Indian Market. We're shocked at the crowds. It just seems like
it's
a
pretty
lot
good.
of people. What are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I see a lot of people, a lot of the clients I've had over the years come back and visit me. A lot of new people I've met today. There's a lot of business going on, so it's a good thing. It's a little bit hot out here, but we're dealing with it. And got a little shade right here, but so far everything's pretty good at this market.
Yeah, and how have sales been?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Been selling stuff since this morning, so I'm pretty happy.
How many years have you been doing it?
I think I started early 2000s. I think 2003 I did the El Dorado, and then the next year I came over here and started the market. I took a little break a few years back, and I started up again last year.
Okay.
So I was lucky to get to the back to the plaza.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah, it's a
and
good.
Obviously, as we can see, your work is more contemporary than you see a lot out here. How are people receiving it? What do you hear?
Well, everybody has their certain flavors that they like. Certainly, I have my own taste for things that I like. So I guess it's kind of like giving this to the people that like different things. You know what I mean? Or a little bit sci-fi, a little bit strange.
Pop culture.
Yeah, exactly. So just kind of feeding into that kind of whoever likes that stuff. But I appreciate all the artwork here. It's good to be really diverse, have the traditional, the contemporary, the stuff in between, the innovative stuff. So it's good to be a part of this whole thing.
Nice. And we were talking to you earlier. You got some good, cool shows coming up. What's on the horizon for you?
I think my next one will be the Museum of Northern Arizona in Flagstaff. That'll be a Star Wars native show. I think the beginning of October. I have one at the Wheelwright this fall. That's going to be a humor show. I think it's a native humor show.
Oh, okay. We didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's coming up. I don't have all the info on that, like the dates or whatever, but that they have the artwork already. Let's see.
And when the Star Wars show is October
4th.
And what are the pieces you have in there?
I have 4 pieces. I have from collectors. I got the Tuba City Trading Post one. That's Tuba City Spaceport. That's what it's called. I got another one called. There's one with the Tusken Raider, the Sand People guy.
Yeah.
He's looking at the Navajo language book. So it's called In-Law, Outlaw. So he's trying to learn Navajo because his girlfriend or his wife is Navajo Dene. So it's kind of funny, which is probably would never happen. And then there's another one that I have that's kind of like a representative of the old 50s, 60s, old-styled Navajo art, the old watercolor ones. But it's a tauntaun from Star Wars with a Navajo man on it. There's sort of like the rainbow thing going over the top, and everything else is kind of like in that same style of that 50s, 60s Navajo, like old school painting. And the 4th one is the Ewok one that I had at the Foreman concept. That one's going to be. That one is basically depicting the boarding school era. The Native American kids were subjected to boarding schools, or they're taken from their reservation, put in the boarding schools where they're put in the uniforms, they cut their hair, and were forced to speak English, and taken away their ability to speak their native language. So that one was with like an Ewok guy. He's like in the jungle, so you can see the background. It's like green, and then they show him on the next little picture. He's his hair's all like done up all nice, and then he's wearing a uniform, and it's really similar to those old photos.
Oh, right.
Where they do that contrast compare.
Okay.
So.
And didn't they just release Star Wars in Navajo?
They did that like 7 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But they released that on DVD I think a couple of years ago. So
it's always been a source of
I think they're
inspiration.
gonna screen that at the Museum of Northern Arizona that Saturday.
Oh, really?
The 5th. Yeah.
Okay, we'll be up there.
So.
Well, cool.
You should check it out.
Yeah, and thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck. We're always good to come by and see you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I think so.